Hi, I'm Matt from HockeyReviews.ca, and today we are looking at the Bauer Supreme Ultrasonic Stick, 3S Pro Stick, comparing them with each other, and then comparing them to the previous versions, which was the 2S Pro and the 2S. I'll have a separate video where I talk about the Vapor 2X Pro and comparing it to the new Supreme sticks. The previous version of the Bauer Supreme Stick was the 2S Pro, which basically introduced the ergo spine, which was a cutout in the back. So you have this spine back here that is for the actual structure of the stick, while the rest of the stick is still there for obviously your stopping pucks. But by doing this, they could remove weight, and evidently, according to them, it was also increase the structural integrity of it. I don't know if that's true. I have seen them broken on the edges on the stick itself, and when that happened, they were still like I saw someone stand on it and it still stayed fine, even that was cracked. So that kind of proves that this is the structure of the stick itself. A lot of people had durability issues with the ergo spine. I have had this stick since it came out. Now I rotate sticks to do different reviews on, and I just noticed that my spine is cracking on the back. And so you can see a crack basically where it connects and the actual paddle itself. People have complained that is an issue. Like I said, mine is just doing it now. It has gotten a lot of use, and I'm not really disappointed with my durability of that stick. You can definitely see the separation of the spine and the actual shaft itself, or the paddle itself. But to me, it's been used enough that one, it's okay, and two, I don't have an issue with that separation until actual performance is affected, and I haven't noticed that yet. So the new stick, or this stick, was at the time the lightest stick on the market, and until I believe the ultrasonic came out, it still was. From my calculations, this stick the 2S Pro was 648 grams. The Warrior VR1 Pro Plus was 660 grams. eFlex 4 630, 683, 2S 710, 2X Pro 680. So now the big difference on the ultrasonic is that they move the ergo spine kind of down more. The connection point definitely seems different too, but they move the ergo spine so it even goes lower in the actual paddle, and they managed to get the weight down to 620 grams. So all of these weights are for 26-inch sticks, except the Warrior, which is a 27.5, because when you put a 27.5 Warrior next to a 26 Bauer or CCM, they line up. So it's an equal comparison. So this stick is ridiculously light. It is, like I said, 620 grams. The new the 3S Pro, which obviously replaces the 2S. The 2S, actually not obviously, it replaces the 2S. Doesn't have the spine like the 2S Pro did, but the weight on the 3S Pro is 648 grams, which is the same as the 2S Pro. So I'm not sure if this is the 2S Pro Lite or 2S Lite, which pro stock people or pro goalies had, which didn't have the ergo spine, but was the same construction as the 3S Pro, and basically a lighter stick without that kind of durability concerns or that ergo spine. But the stick is extremely lightweight. You are seeing use of the tech stream in the blade, but they didn't expose the carbon anywhere else, so you can't see it in the paddle. And because this isn't my stick, I can't sand it down to see if it was. And you can't really see it in the shaft either. The difference is in the shaft, you can kind of see exposed. It looks like it's exposed something. I'm not sure if it's carbon fiber or what it is, but it doesn't have weave to it. So it looks like it's just unidirectional. Which is kind of something Warrior has been doing in their player sticks recently. So I'm curious to see if that is what that is, what this weave is, or if it's just not a weave at all and different material. And it's just kind of the look of it. I'm not sure what it is. I don't think Bauer specifies what their shaft is. If not, I'll overlay a thing saying they do. So the 2S doesn't really exist anymore. It got upgraded to the 3S Pro, obviously. So one of the things they did was this was a full carbon layer construction, but it was like a carbon glass construction, whereas the new one is Techstream, which is carbon fiber. But again, the same with the paddle or the shaft. The shaft on the 2S was basically the same as the 3S Pro, so you can't see a weave or anything in it. I guess it's continuing the line down, whereas one of the changes between the Ultrasonic and the 2S Pro is the weave on the shaft is now a 3K carbon. I think the old one was a 13K. Don't quote me on that one, I'm not positive, but you can see the difference in the actual weaves when you look at the sticks. So that is, they said it's for less weight and increased durability. I don't know which weaves make better durability or not. You would think the bigger ones would, since it's used all through the paddle and the blade, but I'm not a materials expert. So similarities between the 2S Pro and the Ultrasonic. The construction is like the same materials for the most part. You got the tech stream all through the blade, all through the shaft, the paddle, and the shaft is different, like I said, with the different weaves. It does have a different style of grip. It now has like the Supreme texture on the Ultrasonic. I shaved that off, and I should say the 3S Pro has it as well. So I shave off the grips of my sticks because basically the wear guards on the nylons on blockers and Bauer blockers too, I find get stuck on this whenever I go to poke check. It gets stuck on the wear guard because it's like the Gen Pro and it doesn't go anywhere. So I have to shave down the grips on my sticks in order to actually use them correctly. So the ergo spine, it is slightly different. Its shape is definitely slightly different as well. It does go further down the heel on the new one, on the Ultrasonic, but at the same time, it does definitely take out more space on the new one than the old one. The Ergo Spine Plus does look like, and so I'll kind of try to show a closer up of this. It does look like the construction is different on the actual connection point. It looks like it's reinforced. It kind of like slopes upwards when the other one was just coming to a point. So I'm assuming that is going to be for actual increased durability, but obviously without using this for an extended period of time, I couldn't tell you that. But that is, because that is a spot of issue, and I'll show you right here of like where my crack is on my stick, so you can definitely see it, like the ergo spine coming off. Again, I never noticed any issues when playing with this, and I just noticed it when taking a really close look right now. So it's not a huge deal for me. The 3S Pro compared to the 2S is, I think, a pretty substantial jump, considering the 3S Pro weighs the same as my 2S Pro did. So now you get that weight without the ergo spine, and so it's a more traditional type of stick, and you get like a Tech Stream full carbon blade. But the weight is the big difference there to me, and I'm pretty impressed with it. I really wish they expose whatever is under this instead of painting it. I think it would have looked way better. I think the painted sticks like this kind of look cheaper than the exposed one like the 2S did, and I thought the 2S looked great. When you flip them over the back, you'll see that they're both the same in terms, like nothing special, just a normal rounded paddle with a flat face. I should say all the Supreme sticks still do have that flat face, which is a Bauer trademark. It's supposed to cover, I think it covers more area and it stops pucks by rolling over it compared to a rounded one. Interesting take. Yeah. Overall, I'm very impressed with the Ultrasonic stick. I was also really impressed with the 2S Pro though. And the reason that's impressive to me is because they are pushing the boundaries. I mean, Warrior basically took a cutout style design, or it's like a massive indent in their new stick, the M1 Pro Plus. But Bauer was the first to do this, and Bauer is still unbelievably light. I haven't weighed a Pro Plus yet, so I can't say on that. But the fact that they're that light still, and that the 3S Pro is the same weight as the 2S Pro without the spine going away, I think that's a pretty good value stick. I think the 3S Pro comes in at $250 Canadian, where the 3S Pro is $320. So that's a definitely great value stick. It is more expensive than the 2S was, but you are getting a much lighter stick at the same time. So I'm not going to rush out and buy the Ultrasonic stick, even though it is that much lighter. Currently, I have an abundance of goalie sticks, and until I get rid of some of them or break them, I can't justify going out buying more just to do reviews on, because I can kind of talk about this here without obviously talking about how they shoot and how they're and like the performance and durability of them, because I haven't used them. But I thought these are pretty impressive and kind of doing some cool things, so it was worthwhile talking about. So For me, I'm not going to go out and buy the ultrasonic stick, but it is definitely still pushing the boundaries and still the lightest stick there is. So that's pretty impressive, and Bauer deserves some credit for that. On top of that, the 3S Pro seems like a great value stick. It comes in at the same price as the the Premier 2 did, and it's way lighter. And I think the Axis is now a $300 stick. And this is I'm going to assume this is lighter than the Axis is. I haven't seen an Axis yet in person. But that's pretty impressive, and it's a great value. So got to give them props where due. So that's about it for this video. Remember to like this video, subscribe to me on YouTube, hit the bell icon to get notified of when I make new content. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll have pictures of this, and I'll try to put that up on my website as well. I'll have more content for the ultrasonic sticks, comparing them to the 2X Pro. So yeah, check that out as well. They're kind of different sticks. I think with the 3S Pro, there's no point for the 2X Pro, and I'll probably get flamed for that. But so yeah, that's coming down the pipeline too. And if you ever do buy a piece of gear because of one of my videos, please reach out to the manufacturer, let them know. Helps me get on their radar so I can get gear to actually use and to review, instead of just making these videos of my opinions and not actual gameplay opinions. So thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.